Hey Rocky fans, it's Rocky Balboa 101 here again with another Rocky movie review. Today we're going to be doing Rocky 3, which came out in 1982 and was written and directed by Sylvester Stallone. Now the plot of this movie pretty much is that it's been a few years since Rocky won the title. He's defended that title 10 times and he's really enjoying life. He's all about, like, he's got a lot of money and the fans love him and he's just loving it. Clubber Lang, however, is an up-and-coming fighter who is very hungry, like Mick likes to say, and these two guys get into a boxing match which Rocky loses, and he loses the title. Pretty much Rocky lost his edge, so Apollo Creed comes in to help him get his edge back. Rocky and Clubber have a rematch, and in the third round, Rocky wins the title back. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about this movie. I did like this movie. It has a good mix of drama and action, I thought. I thought the story was very good. The fact that Rocky, if you look at it, he turned out just like Apollo Creed. After Rocky won the title, he was all about the title, not the boxing. And you can see this in this movie when Rocky's training for the first fight with Clubber Lang. He's really not taking it seriously. And that's exactly how Apollo Creed was in the first Rocky movie, and that's why Rocky went the distance with Apollo Creed. And the other reason he lost the match was because of Mick. And Mick gets hurt before the fight, and Rocky's real distraught about it, and Mick ends up dying. That was a very touching scene, I thought, at Mick's death, when Rocky pretty much tells Mick that he won the fight. Mick asks, what round was the knockout? Rocky's like, second round. And, Mick's like, oh, good, we did good. Rocky did that, so, Mick felt good. Mick could let go. I think Rocky wanted to save Mick the sad news. If Rocky would have told Mick, oh, I lost, like, it would have been devastating. So that was nice of Rocky, to tell Mick, oh, I won, when he really didn't. But, Rocky totally, after that, he's pretty much just given up. Apollo Creed comes in and he's like, hey man, I just want to help you out. So they have, like, this pretty good training sequences in this movie. At first Rocky, he just doesn't have the heart. And after he talks with Adrian, he finally is like, you know what, I want to do this. And he trains real hard. And then they have their match. And in the third round, again, Clubber Lang loses. Fun fact I wanted to tell you guys is that in the movie, Sylvester Stallone hired out Survivor to write the song Eye of the Tiger. But before he did that, he wanted to use the Queen song, Another One Bites the Dust. So if you can picture Rocky 3 with Another One Bites the Dust playing, it just doesn't quite fit, just because everyone's a big fan of Eye of the Tiger. And by the way, I wanted to also say that the song Eye of the Tiger by Survivor, that was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Song in a Movie. So that's really cool. That is an awesome song by Survivor, Eye of the Tiger. Also, we have Bill Conti's score in this movie. Bill Conti is awesome, as always. All of his Rocky music is really good. One of my favorite songs is Conquest, which plays in the last match. And I really like that song. Rocky 3 made $125 million at the U.S. box office, so it came really close to Rocky 4's moneymaker. And it made $250 million worldwide. So Rocky 3 is the second most successful Rocky movie in the whole series. Hulk Hogan and Mr. T, who played Thunderlips and Clubber Lang together, they both attribute this movie as starting their career. When Sylvester Stallone inducted Hulk Hogan into the WWE Hall of Fame, Hulk Hogan flat out said if it wasn't for Sylvester Stallone, he would not be where he is today. And that was really cool. And the same with Mr. T. After Rocky 3, he had the A-Team, and he was really popular in the 80s. Things I liked and disliked, I kind of went over things I liked. I thought that the one problem, well, not a problem, but the boxing in this movie is very unrealistic, especially in the last fight. Like, Clubber Lang and Rocky are just standing there, taking hits to the face, not even putting their hands up, and they're not even getting phased. That was one thing I kind of didn't care for. I know it's a movie, but this was probably the most unrealistic fight in a Rocky movie. Also, I thought that this is the only Rocky movie where it doesn't go the final round. It's only 3 rounds in the last fight, and, Clubber Lang loses. I thought for 2 champions, that should have gone a little bit longer. I don't necessarily think it had to go the final round, but it should have gone more than 3 rounds. I feel that Rocky 3 is slightly dated. I don't know. The look of the movie feels dated, and there's some parts where the music is it just seems dated to me. Like the song "Push In" when Rocky's training for the first time, it kind of feels dated. But "Eye of the Tiger" still feels like an awesome song. I mean, you can see commercials nowadays that still have "Eye of the Tiger" in it, so that's really cool. I want to also say that Sylvester Stallone did a good job of acting in this movie. I thought he did become more civilized, as Mick said, but it was still Rocky. You could tell he was still simple and still slightly slow. So I thought he did a good job. Adrian came out of her shell in this movie. I thought they gave her a little bit more to do as far as her character goes, not being shy all the time. Paulie was still this was the first movie actually where he became kind of a comedic element to the movie. And it does fit Paulie, over the seriousness of the first movies, but Paulie was mostly all comedy in this movie, and I thought that could have been a little bit different. Mr. T.S. Clubberlang was awesome. I mean, trash talking and brawler. I mean, he was awesome in this movie. You got to give Mr. T credit; he did very good. And Apollo Creed, he was good in this movie too. Carl Weathers, he pretty much just did Apollo Creed, and he kept it as Apollo Creed would keep it, and that was cool. And Burgess Meredith, this was the movie that he died in. He was phenomenal. You gotta love Burgess Meredith. He always does a good scene. Every time he's on camera, his scenes are always good. So, all right. Well, that's pretty much my Rocky 3 review. Hope you guys liked it. We'll see another review coming shortly. Thanks for watching.